this video. Before we get into the description of forest nursery, let me show you a picture of forest nursery. This 2-hectare nursery has approximately grown 50,000 seedlings comprised of at least 53 species like apitong, white lawaan, and hagakak, which have extremely high risk of becoming extinct in the wild. So this is the another example of a forest nursery. So let's go to the definition of forest nursery. So forest nursery, also known as tree nursery, is a managed site designed to produce seedlings grown under favorable conditions until they are ready for planting, or is a place where seedlings are raised either from seed or from any other part of the mother plant. Mm. It can be an informal, small scale arrangement or a large commercial enterprise. Nurseries vary in size, facilities, supplies, tools, equipment, and etc. Types of seedlings produced and operations. So they also differ significantly in quality and quantity of planting stocks produced. However, all nurseries primarily aim to produce sufficient quantities of high quality seedlings to satisfy the needs of seedling users. Users include the nursery operators themselves, individuals, community organizations, farmer groups, government agencies, non government organizations, corporate or private customers. Nurseries may often provide income generating opportunities for the operators and enhance the social capital, technical capability, and leadership skills of communities. Smallholder tree nurseries also serve as important training and research ground for many smallholder farmers. In the Philippines and Indonesia, exposure to nurseries helped smallholder farmers develop those capabilities and the confidence to improve and conserve their land holdings through small scale tree farming and various agriculture and forestry projects undertaken in both countries include the development of nurseries. Often these projects spawn the establishment of self help and self sustaining local nurseries which remain functional after project termination. These local nurseries may be linked in a network to meet a project, community, or market needs. They may also function independently to address operators' needs or serve a combination of outside and private needs. Government and non government agencies often provide modest support to enhance the development of local nurseries and recognition of the spontaneous growth of local nurseries. These efforts strengthen local livelihood development and sustain reforestation initiatives. In many areas where nursery development has flourished, farmers also developed keen interests in collecting and propagating diverse species, including indigenous trees. Such nurseries have become rich repositories of tree biodiversity. Tree seeds germinate and trees grow readily under natural conditions. These delicate germinants or these young seedlings and young trees are exposed to diverse dry season conditions and intense competition from other plants in natural forests, forests or plantations. Tree nurseries can provide optimum care and attention to seedlings during their critical juvenile stage, resulting in the production of healthy, vigorous seedlings. In many cases, successful reforestation requires nursery grown seedlings since degraded areas have unfavorable what do you call this unfavorable conditions, making natural regeneration or direct seeding not feasible. Good nursery operations incorporate the selection of the best quality seeds and seedlings, thus initiating tree improvement. Additionally, nurseries are advantageous in propagating recalcitrant seeds. Example is the dipterocarps and mini fruit species, and species with irregular flowering or fruiting. So the seeds of these species can be stored and sown under the favorable conditions replicable in nurseries. Nurseries are also good venues for vegetative propagation operations. The nurseries Nurseries are also good venues for vegetative propagation operations. The cultivation of species that are otherwise difficult to propagate can be enhanced or expanded through good nursery operations. Example is that proper seed storage, vegetative propagation, on attentive seedling care. In the Philippines, an estimated 5.4 million hectares is in need of rehabilitation. Approximately 4.4 million hectares of that areas is classified as open forest, having discontinuous tree cover of 10% to 40%. The government's annual reforestation target remains 50,000 hectares. Using standard spacing of 2 by 2 meter to 3 by 3 meter, this target requires 56 to 125 million seedlings per year. The area of degraded land in Indonesia was 30 million hectares. With commitment from the government of Indonesia, 6 million hectares were rehabilitated between 2003 and 2008. To continue this rehabilitation trend at rate 0.5 to 1 million hectares per year, even a wide spacing 4 by 4 meters will require between 312 to 625 million seedlings per year. So extensive extensive nursery facilities will be needed to achieve the staggering seedlings demand and land rehabilitation figures cited above. Furthermore, the lands in need of rehabilitation are found across the Philippines and Indonesia, and as in most countries, often in remote areas. Yes. Experience indicates that most countries have had limited success with top-down public reforestation efforts because the objectives and resources of local stakeholders are usually not included in the process. Governments should support through direct and indirect means a large number of nurseries and partners if they want to facilitate the achievement of land rehabilitation targets. Fortunately, a broad range of existing and potential nursery facilities are available in most countries.